video. In this video, we cover developing algorithms using strings. So, let's first look at this program segment to get us started. So we use our newly learned while loop, or iteration, in this code segment. So, in this code segment, assume that all adverbs end in ly. That's obviously not true because you have never and always and more, but assume that the test to see if a word is an adverb is if it ends in ly for this programming segment alone. And I'm trying to write a program to count the number of adverbs, or to display all the adverbs rather, in a text that we enter in here. So say our text is "don't walk so slowly." So obviously we know slowly is the only one that ends in ly here, so this should be the only one displayed by the code. So just to give you a quick rundown of the code, this is our index and this is the beginning of a word. We're obviously going to run through the length of the text. We're just going to take individual portions of it, starting from 0. And if that portion is a punctuation here, or a comma, or just any form of punctuation, meaning it ends a word, then we're going to check the portion that comes before it, or the last 2 letters of the word that comes before it. And if that, we're calling that part, and if that equals ly, then we want to print the entire word from beginning to index. We increment beginning to make sure we're testing each word, and we obviously increment index here. I'm not going to go through this code segment in more detail than that. If you have any questions on it, please feel free to email us or leave a comment. But for now, let's just say that this code segment tests for ly and displays all the adverbs that end in ly. So don't walk so slowly. Let's run it to see if this works correctly. And sure enough, we do get slowly. So we might conclude that we have coded this correctly and that we are all set if the intention was to display the adverbs or words that end in ly. But let's put in something else. Let's change "don't walk so slowly" to maybe "birds move so swiftly, but how can they do it so easily?" So this is not this is just made up just to demonstrate a point. So let's run it. So let's see. Swiftly ends in ly and easily ends in ly. So we're expecting to see those two since it works correctly. But we only get swiftly. Why doesn't easily appear? Well, if you see, our punctuation check here includes spaces, periods, and commas, which is why swiftly, which comes before a comma, is displayed. But easily comes before a question mark, which is not tested for in this code segment. Obviously, this means or. So here, we need to add the question mark in order to get easily. So say that we change the period to a question mark. Then this should work correctly and get us swiftly and easily. And sure enough, it does. However, this brings up a really important point. Sometimes we just run our code once, and if it gives us our desired output, we assume that we coded it correctly. However, in order to check if your program is correct, you need to use a variety of inputs. And there you can see I put in a different input for the text, and it didn't work. So that's not proper testing. I need a variety of sentences up there in order to actually get it to work, to see if it works. Proper testing of programs is very important, and that's the major focus of this video. So that's actually it for this video. I just wanted to demonstrate that point to all of you. Don't just assume that a program is correct with one execution. You need to try a variety to make sure it works correctly for all inputs, and make sure to change your code based on what you get there. So that's really important. That's all for this video. I will see you next video. We'll be wrapping up Unit 4, Iteration, and heading into some more object-oriented programming with Unit 5 soon enough. Thank you, everyone. Please subscribe, and feel free to contact us. Thank you.